Welcome to Entrepreneurs and Leaders, and today we have a special guest, Layne, joining us from Canada. So Layne, tell us, what are the 5 steps to raise funds for charity?
Welcome to Entrepreneurs Are Leaders podcast with Harry Sardinas. Interviews with world's most influential entrepreneurs that share tips about how to grow your business exponentially. Charismatic speaking, leadership, branding, marketing strategies designed to help you monetize your knowledge, find true happiness, and manifest your goals and dreams.
Well, you're asking the right person. This is what I do for a living. I've been doing this for 15 years. So I'd say my 5 tips to raise the most amount of money, maximize your revenue at a charity gala. Number 1 is get the right auctioneer. I know here in Canada, when I started off 15 years ago, I was one of the only ones that specializes in doing charity auctions. So please, if you're a charity that is listening right now, please don't hire a livestock auctioneer. Please don't hire a real estate auctioneer. I always say to my clients, does your plumber cut your hair? No. Always hire the expert. So the number 1 thing is seek out a professional fundraising auctioneer. Item number 2, in my work, I'm on stage for about 45 minutes and I'm raising money through a live auction or a donation ask. So when it comes to a live auction, know your demographic. You have to think about the people in the room as people entering a store. So what is their wallet capacity? What are the kind of items that they want to bid on? What are the price points that these folks can manage to bid on to help push the price up? So have the right items for the right people at the right time at the right place. There is strategy in a live auction. It's not just like putting a bunch of things together randomly that get donated. You got to think that through and make sure that you have high quality, experiential, one-of-a-kind live auction packages. TVs, keep it in the silent auction. Don't do that. So that's tip number 2. Tip number 3, let's talk about the people in the room. You got to have the right bums in the seats. If you have people that are not connected to the cause, have no idea what your charity does, and are there because somebody else said you're coming along because I got to fill a seat, those are the wrong people. You want to have the right people in the seat that stand behind your cause, that have capacity to help unload their wallets and fill, the bank account of the charity. That's why we're there. We're not there for a fancy dinner. We're there to raise money for the cause. So the right people in the seats that need to be there, that want to be there, and that understand why they're there. They are not there to just watch the goings on, having a chicken dinner. They are there to contribute, to raise money, and to help that charity reach their goals. That's number 4. And number 5, when it comes to asking for donations, your mission, your cause should always be at the forefront. So when I'm raising a call for donations, we call this a fund in need in Canada. You got to make your call to action clear, what your mission is, how you impact the people that you serve, and why you need those donors to help you right now to raise $100,000 to buy a school bus or whatever it is. So those are my 5 tips.
They're beautiful, and I'm so grateful that you're using your skills to help other people. So what are the biggest challenges that as an entrepreneur you have found in this industry, and how you manage to build your personal brand, to the person to go to when we do this fundraising event? Because people might think that this is easy, but I chose on galas that nobody buys anything.
Well, you know what, Harry? That is exactly why I got into this business. I had no idea. So 16 years ago, Harry, I attended my very first charity gala. I was 46 or 47. I'm 62 years old.
Wow, you don't look that.
I know. That's because I do what I love, and I serve people, and I do what I love. But this is exactly why I got into the business, is because I went to my very first charity gala and I didn't buy anything. And you know why I didn't buy anything? because the auctioneer was very pushy. He made people feel extremely uncomfortable. He was calling them out, poo-pooing them, and it was very, very uncomfortable. So I decided there's got to be a better way to do this. And I thought, well, I was a financial advisor at the time, and I thought, well, I think I could do this. I don't even know what this auctioneering thing is, but I think I can do it. So when I started 15 years ago, I have a very niche business, Harry. In Canada,
very niche. Very niche.
Very, very niche. And so when I started 15 years ago, my major challenge was converting the mindset of these charities to actually pay a fee for a professional auctioneer, because basically they just talk to, hey, you're a board member. Let's ask our board chair to be the auctioneer. Let's ask the radio girl from, morning radio. Oh, she's going to be good as an auctioneer. Or let's just pick somebody who we think has a good personality. And they weren't paying for professional services. So when I came on the scene, I was like, hey, I know what I'm doing. There is strategy. There is a way to raise money, and there's a way to make people feel good and inspired. So that was my biggest challenge, was converting the mindset of these potential clients of mine from free auctioneer to a fee auctioneer. But I did it, and it took some time, and I had a full-time job at the time when I started my Auctionista business. I did not leave my job. I kind of went in with the mindset of like, this is going to be a little side hustle for me. I'll do like 5 or 6 auctions a year, make some money so we can fly to Costa Rica and have a holiday. I did not realize that there was such a need in the industry for this type of professional. And I didn't realize that I was going to be as proficient and as skilled and as passionate as I am about it. I didn't know the transformation that was going to take place inside me to become this top level auctioneer, because when I started, I didn't even really know what it was.
Yeah, exactly. I think that you invented the role. Yeah, I've been in the event industry for a long time. Yeah, I live in London, so there is a lot of charity galas there. Yeah. Yeah, it's usually friend, famous actor, TV presenter, type of thing that do this type of role. But the truth is that they don't work. They don't work for the simple reason that they don't know how to sell.
Well, this is it. Exactly. And I'll be honest with you. It's not you're inspiring people to make a donation. You're inspiring people to bid. It's all about the cause. So you have to make people feel very warm and appreciated, lots of gratitude, but you also have to know how to read a room. You have to understand the psychology of bidding and the competition of that, and the psychology of bringing a room of people, of like-minded people together for a common goal and rallying them so that everybody gets on board, no matter what they give. If they get $20 or $2,000 or $20,000, everybody has to feel special, right? So it's a skill, and I was not good at my first auction. It took me a little while to get my vibe and my groove on. But yeah, I love it, and it's what I'm meant to do on this earth. I know that inside now.
Like everything, I train people how to speak in public. Yeah, entrepreneurs how to build the global brand from the stage. So I agree with you 100%. One thing is to go and do the auction. Completely different ball game is to touch, move, and inspire this audience to take action. It's completely different skill set. That's why, when we see this auction, you have actors doing it and everybody clap, everybody have fun, but nobody buys anything.
Okay, you know what? You said it, I didn't, but truth right there, that is the truth. You hit the nail on the head with that one.
we all been there. So I'm on the space. So I organize galas myself, right? Um, so we don't do auctioning in our galas, but we because of that, because we host the Speakers and Leaders Luxury Business Awards in London. We get invited to loads of galas. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
uh,
Mm-hmm. And
and
this,
we see this thing happening again and again and again.
yeah. And, I have over, oh my gosh, I would say 1,500 events under my belt at this point. I've had a
Wow.
lot of stage experience, a
Wow.
lot of stage time, a lot of,
1,500. That's a lot.
it's a lot. It's a lot. And so, I've had a lot of experience, I've had a lot of exposure with different kinds of audiences. And the nice thing for me also is that, the auctioneering thing has also led to me hosting a lot of events. So that's kind of like an offshoot of the basic business model, is that I do also host a lot of events.
Mm.
So
Yeah.
yeah, but it was it was a bit of a climb, because, like I said, it was a challenge in the beginning, because I really had to change the mindset of these clients, and now I think everybody understands. You've got to have a professional in those roles, in every role. You surround yourself with those folks that are experts in that field, and that's when you get the best possible results, no matter what we're talking about in business, right?
Especially these skills, because I'm telling you, because I teach this all over the world. We have reached over 1 million people online, and I think over 10,000 people in live stages. Yeah. Um, so selling one to many, because it's not selling one to one, you're selling one to many, is the one of the best skills that a human being can have. Probably the best skill that a human being can have. Yeah, that's why we have presidents, right? It's because
Yes,
they
yes, that's true.
they have this skill that they can sell their idea when they speak one to many. So they touch, move, and inspire um, the audience to buy into their idea, right? So in the same way, when you're running an auction for charity, right? It's not about the object. It's not about the object. It's about what cause are you supporting. However, if you're not able to touch, move, and inspire that audience um, to support that cause, and you describe it very plain, yeah.
Yeah.
And what happens is that it doesn't work, and you're talking about a well organized charity with with the right people in the room can raise a lot of money. Talking about millions,
Right.
yeah, if it's done in the right way with the right people in the room. So, what was your biggest challenge in selling one to many? And how you work out the challenge and improve and improve yourself. Yeah, you could hire a coach like me. I will get you there faster. I do this for a living, but but you learn by yourself, trial and error, and absolutely you become amazing. So how you were handling those challenges? For example,
Okay. Well, I love this question. I love this question. I'll tell you how I was not handling the challenges, because when I got into this business, I decided to watch a lot of YouTube videos of other auctioneers doing their thing. And I tried to emulate some of that, and that wasn't working for me. So when I just allowed myself to be my authentic self, I'm very humorous. I'm very good with improv. I like to get up close and personal. So how I handle the objections of not selling items is I leave the stage. I will very rarely be on the stage. I am down on the floor and I'm talking to you. I'm Harry. I'm talking to you. I'm saying, Harry, you know what? I can see you traveling to Japan. This trip is for you. You look tired, Harry. You look like you need a break. And we can help raise so much money for the charity. Harry, let me paint a picture of how beautiful this trip to Japan is going to be and how much your bidding is going to help this charity. So come on, Harry, let's get on board. Let's get another bid in, and so I can go back to the other bidder and get another bid from them. Are you in? So I make it all very light.
Oh,
I
really
don't
powerful.
pressure.
Really powerful.
You don't pressure people. When you pressure people, they shut down.
Yeah,
You
you can
welcome
see the body
people into
language.
this.
Exactly.
Yes.
Exactly like you see. You have to be able to read the
Yeah.
body language of the room.
You've got to read the body language. I have a lot of humor, a lot of light moments. I know when to bring on a little bit of heat, when to pull the heat back. I read people very well, and that's something that I've just literally developed over the years. So really, I'm going to tell you a little secret, and I don't know if I should, but I'm going to. I see myself as a 4-year-old. I am very connected to my inner child. I take my work seriously. Believe me, the strategy, the goals, I know what we have to do to get to target, but I want to make people feel joy. So I will play with the people. I think of myself as a 4-year-old in a big sandbox, having a good time with all these people that want to be there, that want to do good, that want to help that charity. And I'm just going to play my way through it and have a lot of fun. And that's how I do it. Just make it enjoyable.
So here's the thing, people buy from people that they like and they trust, right?
Mm-hmm.
And in that case, they trust the charity, yeah? But it's you who are presenting the product. So if they like you, right, the trust is already there. There is a really high chance that that people buy the product. So how you become likable? Yeah, I think that the
I
best.
think, Harry, you kind of are or you aren't likable. I love people. So it's very interesting that you say this about building the trust, because by the time I sell the first item, I should have trust with everybody in the room. Here's what they know. They know that they're going to have fun. They know that I'm never going to pressure them, because I don't put people in a corner. I would never do that. They can trust me because I'm going to stop. If Harry says, you know what, Layne, I'm out, I say, Harry, I love you, baby. Thanks for getting the bidding up to 10,000. Thank you. I respect that you're out. Let's get to the rest of the room. They're going to trust me that I will never make them feel awkward. I will never push them into a place where they are under a spotlight in a negative way, right? So the trust is a huge thing. You are so right about that. And that's across all business relationships,
Also,
right?
But also, being a charismatic speaker, I talk a lot about this subject because a lot of people wants to ask me this question: how can I become a charismatic speaker? So the easiest way is to be laughable, to be enjoyed, to have good sense of humor. Yeah, people like people with good sense of humor, and when you smile, when you make people laugh, when you make jokes, all the resistance drop, and the people are more approachable to you, right? So you can say, for example, now we have the President Trump from United States. You can say a lot of bad things about him or good things about him, but we cannot deny that he has sense of humor. Yeah, people laugh when he speaks. Yeah, and it's common also in the United Kingdom in politics. You see, right, when people have good sense of humor, yeah, they become more likable, and this relationship start to reinforce, right? So I think that, but for that you have to be very creative, right? You have to be able, like you said, to read the room fast, and you need to have experience. I think public speaking, yeah, after so many years teaching that to thousands of people, I can tell you that it's not a talent, yeah. So exactly like you described, Harry, my first one, who was not going okay. Of course, no, because public speaking is, the more you practice, the better you become. It's not a talent based. People think that this is a talent. Oh, because you're talent, you're good. It doesn't work like that. People tell me, Harry, I love this speech. You're amazing. I love that keynote. How you do that? I'm telling, yeah, I've done it 1,000 times. That's why.
That's right.
That's why you
I've
like
done
it.
That's right.
You
Practice,
think that's the
practice,
first time.
practice. Know your content. And I think the other thing, I just want to tag on to when you say humor, I think as a human being, you have to be relatable to your audience. Relatable. What is coming out of here has to resonate and have some meaning and be a relatable topic and make people say to themselves, I have felt that way. I know what Layne is talking about. I feel that way right now. I'm going to listen in. Listen.
Because that's the other piece. Likeable, right? If you start to have good sense of humor and they smile and you do jokes and you approach to them, okay, you're likable, right? But this is not gonna drive in buying behavior. What is gonna drive buying behavior, you have to be able to touch, move, and inspire the audience. So it has to be a mix of approach them and be charismatic, but also at the right time to touch, move, and inspire the audience. And this is what you said about, how when you describe how important the contribution is going to be for the charity that they are actually, and what difference can it make, and what will be the impact, and what the new possibilities are with this donation and things like that. Because this is what drives buying behavior. However, if they don't like you, they're not going to buy.
That is right. If they don't, that is so right. It's people can tell in an instant if they're going to like you or not. Immediately. You know that.
Yeah,
you know that immediately.
And so that's the first step. And if you
got 8 seconds. 8 seconds to make that impression when you hit the stage. 8 seconds, whether they're going to like you or leave you.
And then, and if they decide to leave you, it's so difficult to bring them back. So hard that you will think about it better, how to improve these first 8 seconds. Yeah, it's gonna be worthwhile because otherwise it takes so much energy. The way you dress, create an impact on them. The way you dress, the way you smile at these very first 2 seconds. And how you do your opening, some of my conference, I start dancing. I put everybody to dance, and I haven't speak yet. And now clapping. They don't even know what I'm gonna talk about. So
but you pull them in. You pull immediately. Yeah. They're like, oh, we're dancing. Okay, that's cool. What's happening here?
We put sometimes, depend on the country I am, but sometimes I play salsa music and then I start to. So I say, welcome to the stage, Harry, and then right then I speak. I say, okay, come on, everybody, stand up and let's dance together. And then we put this salsa music and everybody's dancing, having fun like crazy. And 8 seconds gone, like you said, 10 seconds gone. Now everybody have a seat, and now all you see is a smile on the faces and everybody looking forward to hear what you have to say. So, but for that, again, it says you can say very easy, but it takes a lot of skill, practice, know the audience. So what type of audience you can do that? Yeah. I remember first time that we went to Singapore, we do those workshops that they are very active, very dynamic. People dance a lot, people have a lot of fun. Yeah. And in UK, because you have people from everywhere, it's very easy to move the room, also in Latin America, Mexico, Peru, but we visit another countries with, Dubai or Singapore, and a lot of people told me, Harry, you think that you can do this thing that you do there in Singapore? Watch. Oh, that is different, culture is different. And guess what? I went there, I did the same, and they were all dancing.
Well, you know what? Deep down inside, people are people. Yeah. And when we connect on that human level and you make a connection, people also want to have fun. They want to feel something. There's not a single human on this planet that doesn't want to feel something. So if you're making them feel something, Harry, you're going to have them.
So then how you learn if nobody can teach you? Yeah. You didn't find me. You learned by yourself. So how?
Yes, I did.
To learn that.
Yes, I did. I learned by myself. I am self-taught. Really, I truly believe it comes very naturally to me. I'm very comfortable on stage, and like you said, I've had a lot of practice. I've had 1,500 shows. to improve and practice. So my demeanor is very relaxed. I'm very confident. And I like I said, I think people trust me no matter what I'm delivering, a keynote or
I can tell already why you're so successful, because I do this for a living. So I can tell right now, you know why you're so successful? Because
Tell me.
You know, and you know why you learn so fast? I'm going to tell you a secret, yeah?
Okay.
You learn so fast because you love what you do, and you make this objective not about you. You make it about the charity, about the product, yeah. And the fact that you're so focused on that to make that work, and because this is, you know, the ego. My organization, the name is Speakers and Leaders. You know, everybody wants to be a speaker, but nobody wants to be a leader. Everybody wants to be on a stage in the spotlight, receive the clap, and hear that he's amazing. Everybody clap at him. Everyone that want that feeling. But when you surrender that and you actually use the stage to empower others, to touch, move, and inspire others, to defend a bigger cause of yourself than yourself, this is when the real transformation happens. We with at our workshop, Speakers and Leaders, right? They still call it, you know, Harry and Lily's workshop, Speakers and Leaders workshop, but the workshop is we make it about them. The whole thing is about them. Even the way that we conducted the exercises we do, the framework that we design, it just for the audience for the public to interact. You know, it's them who go to the stage several times.
Yes, you never the big you never sell from the stage. You never self-promote. This is a big absolute no. Never. So if anybody's out there listening that wants to be a keynote speaker, the biggest no self-promotion. It is not about you. It is entirely about your audience. Just what you're saying, Harry. That's perfect.
Yeah. So that's why you're so successful, because if you're able to identify this, right, and also is never about what you say, what you want to say. It's always about what the audience want to hear. Yeah, I have presentations, talks, conference that I am being invited to speak, and I have arrived there, and I haven't used the PowerPoint at all, because as soon as I arrive and I ask few questions, I'm like, wow, these people don't care about what. Here we are. I have to change the whole thing and to start to talk about what they are interested in, yeah, and why they, because and then some happened. 90 minutes speaking, people clap and everything, and the promoter said, Harry, what happened with your PowerPoint presentation? You didn't use it? I said, well, don't worry about it. Because sometimes people say, well, I thought that you want to do a PowerPoint and you didn't do it. It doesn't matter. It was amazing, but what happened? Why you didn't use it? And so I always use PowerPoint because I'm a visual person. So so I think when we use presentations a large scale those workshops that take 2 days, so visual aids helps a lot to reinforce the message. So
well, this is it, and we know that in every audience there are different types of individuals who take in information in different ways. Like you said, some are auditory, some are visual, some want to read it. So it's very important that you understand the neurodiversities in your audience.
You have to, because you want everybody to buy, right? Or you want
everybody along for the ride. You don't want to exclude people, right?
At the moment that you talk and you don't move, or you don't use something that people can see, or now all the visuals are already checking out, then if you don't use words like how this is how can make you feel better, or things like that they're more directly to the senses, now these people are also going to check out. Now you're left with the auditories, and so
Yep.
already 60% of the room check out. So you want everybody involved. So we have we do courses, and then to our audiences, and then our audiences they also upgrade and purchase more courses from us. So when we are doing those workshops, we are 100% focused. Something that we used to call accelerating learning. It's a mix of accelerating learning, edutaining, education and entertainment, and to have an experience, right? So this is because if you mix these three factors, you're gonna have everybody involved, yeah. And if you have everybody involved, again, if you're selling every time, let's face, yeah, every time that you are on stage, you are selling.
Yep.
A product or an idea, yeah.
That's right. That's right.
If you're not selling, everybody's on the stage, even the priest, right? Selling the idea of that particular religion. So everyone, all the speakers are leaders, but also are sellers. Yeah. They're always selling.
Yes. Yeah.
So how you touch, move, and inspire the audience. A big part of it is exactly what you were describing, right? You are touch, move, and inspire the audience, and you are giving them, you are educating them about the charity, right? But yeah.
Yes, of course. And you're not going to inspire an audience by saying, okay, it's time to get your checkbooks out. Get your checkbooks, your credit cards. Let's go. We got to raise $100,000, so let's go. That's not inspiring. People, when they feel something, they have to feel something, Harry, right? So it's
Absolutely.
like, this is why we're here, because we are going to use our privilege to help others, to lift them up. We want to take that audience from like this status of their mindset and say, we want to move them the status to get them to the place where I feel that I need to do this. It is my duty. This is why I'm here tonight. And the only way you're going to do that is when you get people feeling warm and understanding what the impact of their dollars is. This is the only way. The logistical part is, okay, now everybody take out your phone, go to the website, do the thing. But that is not the first thing. People don't feel anything when you
buying behavior. And again, number one, what you were sharing with us, right? Let's talk about the education piece. Like, why you talking about this charity and why you educating? Well, there is a very simple reason for that. Yeah. When was the last time that you bought something that you didn't understand?
Maybe I did earlier this week on Amazon. Maybe.
Yeah. Okay. Maybe I don't know, but usually we buy things that we understand, right? So you have to get that audience to at least to understand what the charity is about, what's going on, so they do have an understanding. Yeah.
Yes.
So when they purchase something, they're gonna there is an understanding that is gonna be used the money to create certain impact and everything. So people understand the impact
and the dollars. That's right.
Second element is exactly what you were saying also, to make you approachable, charismatic, do a sense of humor, right? Change the state of the whole audience into a positive. Because when was the last time that you bought something when you were in bad mood, or you were, you know what I mean? So
yes, I do know what you mean. Yes,
they are in different state. So first we have to change the state of the whole audience. Just a couple of jokes, put everybody to dance. I don't know. There are thousands of exercises out there that can be used to change the state of the audience. But also something that I teach as well is to reinforce that. Okay, because selling only one product. You're selling how many products? Could be 10, could be 15. So we have to keep the education part and the fun side through the whole process.
That's right.
Well, you said the first
up
one,
here. And it takes, I am not going to lie,
a lot of energy. It's like running a marathon.
Energy.
Oh my God.
It takes energy. It takes energy. And it's, the other thing is I'm juggling lots of things at the same time. I'm keeping track of where the bidding is. That's one piece of my brain. The other thing, I'm looking at where the bidders are, and I'm looking for new bidders in the room. That's the second thing. The third thing I'm thinking about is how do I make this maybe not so exciting item very appealing? How do I pull that emotion out of this, a Stairmaster to make you want to buy another Stairmaster for your home? So there's multiple things that are going on, and plus the energy of running down into the audience, back on the stage, doing the high fives, coming around, giving people, hugs. There's all of that happening. It's not just me delivering a keynote, standing there going,
no.
Let's talk. There's lots happening, lots to keep in order. And when people say, I can do that, it takes some effort and practice, that's for sure.
There is a skill above, because that's the other thing, right? There is a lot of motivational speech, yes? So you can speak and people can clap and say, oh, wow, you're amazing, yeah? Now, this is easier. Now, sell from the stage, wow, this is...
Yeah. Well,
this is completely, I'm thinking about my girlfriend, Lily, which is she's a book publisher, and she's great at that thing, She literally, I always said that, she does on the coveted selling, because she just goes and talk, and after she's finished, and she just walks to back of the room, and they goes around her like bees. And I go, wow, this is my car, this is this. And I'm looking at her, I say, how she does this? Because she's
special. Yeah. She connects with people. She resonates. What comes out of here is relatable and resonating with people.
She's been in all my single trainings for so many years and traveled with me all over the world. So she has been there and seen it, so it's like a sponge. But honestly, to the certain, when you have experience and you got so much skill that you cannot even realize that the process that going to the audience, they so touched, moved, and inspired by the words. And they like it so much, and they are so enrolled in the possibility that they take action. But it's a very rare skill to find. Yeah, that's why you find it that everybody is hiring the actor or everything, because the people that have this skill that actually can effectively sell one to many, they are very rare, because when you have this skill, there are possibilities and jobs available for you, like the advisor for the president. Do you think that the presidents write their speech? They are qualified people like us, that they get paid a lot of money to head them through this process. And again, or they also work for companies that they have products and sales, and they go to the stage, they just talk, do a presentation, and make a huge success. Yeah, I know people. One of my mentors, Amber Morin, almost sold 1 million in 90 minutes in Wembley Stadium in London. How impressive is that? So
wow,
in 90 minutes. This is taking the skill to the next level. So, however, the thing that I want to applaud you, and I'm so happy for you that you're using this skill to help others.
Thank you.
Right?
It's very. I'm not. It
use it to make money for yourself, and this is very easy. I can give you a product right now, and I know that you can make a lot of money for yourself, but that one makes you happy. This is who you are.
It is. It makes me happy. It's
the millions and millions that you raise have changed the life of so many people. How about that?
Thank you. And it's very rewarding. It is very,
absolutely.
Yeah.
It's very rewarding, and it's about the energy, because when you are in the energy of helping other people and and do this kind of job with soft skills, you can make a huge difference to your community, to those charities, because literally you have raised millions, yeah, to help
Yes.
other people.
Yeah.
And
those people, those folks, I think it's our duty as folks with privilege, and when I'm talking privilege, it's like, we have a home, we have a car, we have money in the bank, there's many levels of privilege, but the best thing that we can do for each other as human beings is to try to help lift somebody up so they can maybe realize their full potential. And you know what? There's a lot of people out there, Harry, that have just been born in the wrong place, born at the wrong time. There are so many factors. They're good. People are all good innately. And it's I think it's just an honor and a privilege and a duty to do what we can, whatever that means to you, whether it's giving $10 or $1,000, whatever that number is, it doesn't matter. But to be that philanthropist and to help somebody else work towards having a better life. I mean, that's what we got to do.
Come back to you in a different form. That's why you look so young. Yeah. I couldn't believe. Yeah. Because so many people are so grateful of you, so happy that you're around. They wish you, they say thank you to you. And you making a difference. So many people that look at you, you are so healthy, you're shiny, you're full of energy. Yeah. So it comes back. We always said, everything you give away for charity comes back 10 times to you. Yeah. Could be in forms of health, money, appreciation, joy, people respecting your work. And we do a lot of charity work internationally. And it's always been a pleasure to be an inspiration for others. This channel, this broadcast that we're doing actually, is just another way to put something on the space so people can be inspired by people doing amazing things. So, Layne, is someone of my colleagues, they all organize charity, or somebody from our audience is listening to this conversation and love what they hear about it, how they can find you, how the process works?
It's very easy. There's only one Layne, the Auctionista. All you have to do is Google that and you'll land at my website. You can connect with us on Instagram, LinkedIn. There's only one Layne, the Auctionista in the world. And thankfully, maybe that's a good thing. I don't know. Maybe more than
of course,
would be a bit too much, but yeah, reach out anytime, connect. Let's talk philanthropy. That's what we do. This is all about humanity and making our world a better place.
Thank you so much, Layne. I think this broadcast has been amazing. I'm really happy that you show up to the broadcast, and you see, you already lift me up, yeah. And I'm so glad that you learn by yourself, and I'm so glad that you're using this powerful skill for the good, for the greatest.
Thank you.
As I said, this is one of the most powerful skills that a human being can have. And if you use it for the greater good, you can make a good things for humanity and for the world. So I applaud you for that. And with
Thank you, Harry. I appreciate that.
Yes. So with that note, all of you following this broadcast of Entrepreneurs and Leaders, see you in our next episode of how great entrepreneurs like Layne break that wall and run a business that makes a huge difference in the planet. Bye for now.
Follow us for more on charismatic speaking, leadership, exponential business growth, branding, marketing, strategies designed to help you monetize your knowledge, find true happiness, and manifest your goals and dreams.